Hey everybody, my name's Randy Wittes. This is my shop, Chabelle, and I'm going to change the transmission fluid in my Prius. So first off, you need a pump. That's a 10 millimeter Allen head. So I also get the big 3/8 drive out with an extension and a rubber mallet. Now I've gone through this already. Need the small, well, that's 3/8, I'm sorry. That's half inch drive. So anyhow, here's your drain plug, and here's your fill plug up there. So you put, as you can tell, I already loosened that. Put that in like so. Now I have an access hole here, and this panel was already cut off, so you would have to remove some clips and then pull this access panel down, and that helps if you bungee cord it somewhere so it stays out of your way. Anyway, they're a little tight, so if you just have it with your rubber mallet, they'll pop right loose and then they come right out. So let's pull this out, get the oil to drain. Don't want it running down my arm at the moment. It's coming out. Holy cow. All right, it's not as pretty red as it should be, but it's got, what, 100,000 miles on it, roughly. So it's time for a change. I change mine every 100,000 miles. I've got currently 180 on this drivetrain. While that's draining, let's go to our fill hole, and probably should have taken that off as well to help it not glug like that. So watching that drain, getting our 10 millimeter and our half-inch drive with an extension, and go up into here like so. Got a little shadow going on. And now I pre-loosened that, and I did have to hit it with the hammer. Just takes a little tap and it pops right loose. So we can get that out. And comes right out with your fingers. Now there's a little washer, you can see it on each one of these drain plugs. Make sure that you don't lose it, and you're probably supposed to replace it. I am not. That's your decision. So we're pretty well drained on fluid, so that didn't take that long. So also put the ones, I'm assuming these are the same drain plugs, you can swap them, but I'm not going to swap it. I'm going to put it back in where it belongs. And that would be, well, here we go. Back up there. Not a lot of room. I mean, it looks like there is, but there isn't. when you have big clumsy fingers like I do. Okay, we are started. Don't forget to tighten that. All right, I'm going to set up my pump. And what I did here is take a peanut jar and screw it to this board, because when you're pumping, if you don't have a gallon jug, even with a gallon jug, it keeps that from falling over. So, see you in a minute. We put the bottom drain plug in. That probably takes a certain torque. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm gonna pull that out and then fill it from the top. Okay, we're back, and I'm got this set up and prepare for a mess. I purged my lines first into another drain pan. So now we're going to start filling. Hopefully these lines don't blow off. Takes about 3.5 quarts, 3.6 I think they said. Check with your dealer. I'm using dealer transmission fluid. So I've got a line right there on my quart that I can kind of watch things. So I'm going to continue filling, and I'll show you what happens when we get to the end. So I'm down to, this is my 1/2 quart roughly that I'm putting in. What should happen is it should start dripping out at the spout up here when we reach our desired fill. Also, when you empty the container, dump the leftover, which you can't suck it all out, dump it into the next container or the final container, however you want to do it. It's up to you. So let's dump this thing right here like so. Hold your hand on the ends and the hoses and do the best you can. But you'll hear it coming through. And it does not take long, literally. So we are down to our last 1/2 quart that we should have to put in. And we're sucking air now, but we're not full up there. So let's see. We can't get all of it out that we need to. So currently I'm going to add a little more in here. No, actually, I'll just do this, like I said before. We'll dump that in there. See how much we couldn't suck out? But that's for each jar. So that's why we're quote at, 3.5, but not completely. I don't know why I'm doing that. Completely full in the transmission. The holder comes in handy. Can you see up there? Looking to see where we are. Okay, last and final squirt. It did start dripping out up here. You want to level your car as best you can. I do have like I mentioned before, fluid left in here. So right about here. But there's also fluid in these lines in this pump. So that's right about the 3.6 that they talked about, and it's also dripping out of there a little bit. So that should be good. Now that we're all full, have the top fill plug in. So I'm going to tighten that up. Again, I'm sure there's a torque spec, but it's not really what we do here. Yeah, feels good. Wipe off the excess, clean it up. So this pump was handy in the beginning, but I got an idea from somebody else, and that seems to be the better idea. So what he did was he ran a tube from there up to the top with a funnel attached to it, and he poured it in from the top. And you know, once you get close to your fill point of 3.6, whatever it's supposed to be, or if you're leveled out, starts dripping out of there, it's going to be about 3.6. So maybe that could be a way to go. Hope that was helpful. I suggest using the funnel deal. Like and subscribe. See ya.